With the flag start. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We still no visitors comment.
I'm gonna approve the minutes.
You read the minutes, is yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Make a motion to accept them.
Okay, I'll second it.
Comments?
Just curious, the impact fund money isn't in your report, right? You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
The new impact fund money isn't in the...
Yes, the 222,000 is including that because it was, deposited into the general fund on the 28th. And then I switched it to its own fund on the 2nd, which is noted down a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, so the, 161 is included in the 222. So that was the ending balance of June.
And the Bradford County Election Board stuff is the local people that work in here, right?
Run that by me again?
The Bradford County Election Board resignations and notice, is that for the people that work in here on election day?
No, that is for any open spots or any elected positions if we received any resignations since February 18th.
Oh, okay.
Which we have not, but we haven't gotten any oaths of offices from last year when they were elected. Yeah,
Okay.
it's an item to discuss.
Yep, okay.
So we got the workers' compensation audit done?
Yes, it's completed. I think we overpaid because it was a little bit less than last year, so I think we're getting $521 back, if I'm reading this correctly. But yeah, I sent them everything that they needed.
Did we get any money back from our fire insurance policy there? We're supposed to get repaid, or
About the dividends.
how much was that? Remember? Well, we got some back. That's all.
We got some back.
Okay.
He had put the check in the mailbox out there, and then it escaped. So he had to replace the check.
You didn't mail it to you?
No. He thought that he could just drop it off, but it was on a Friday and the garage wasn't open, so he put it in the cinder mailbox, and then it fell open and gust of wind. I found it laying on the bottom.
Was it okay, or if you know?
He already was gonna replace it, and I didn't even open it. But yeah, we got something.
Maybe we need to put something, a mailbox or something over there, just for that kind of stuff.
I requested him to mail it to me.
Okay.
If you want to add the postage to our premium, go right ahead, but not
So
just
that won't be cheap anymore. Another 3 or 4 years.
Won't get it.
It'll be $1. You wait and see.
Mm-hmm. So you got anything to report, Cam?
No, just been working up on Sealy Road. We did get a price for the 1B that they brought that was wrong. They're willing to sell it to us for $29.18 a ton as it sits in the pile. So cheaper than cinders. And that's probably what we could use it as. It's just 1B anti-skid.
Mix them with the black.
So we have 240 ton of that at $29.18 a ton. And it was $44.50 a ton, so they knocked quite a bit off it. But it was their mistake. They brought the wrong stuff. And Marty from Suitcoat came out and took samples back to the lab, and we can't use it. It's too dirty. It's not washed 1B, I guess. But other than that, no, we got the cold patch and stabilizer made. So It's a good thing because we're already into the new cold patch already. Just what little bit we've done on Sealy. So.
So that, will Sealy be done when you get that done up there on the other, in Granville end?
Yeah, we're, for the most part, we gotta skip around. There's some spots that are broke off, like down the hill past routes. Pretty bad in there. Down towards, I think Schrader's live down there. But we gotta do quite a bit there. And then other than that, just kind of skip around the spots. We did keep track. We had 2 days in Granville and 2 loads of cold patch. So that's what we had
Well,
in their end.
that's what we should bill them for then.
Mm-hmm. Yep, 2 days and 2 loads. Fix the intersection and all the shoulders.
Now, when they own them SIP at,
Mm-hmm.
I hope they start on the other end.
Minnequaw end or Windfall end.
No, Newell Road.
Okay, and come
Yeah.
back across
If they
that
don't
way.
have enough to do that, they just have to forget it.
Yeah, yep. Now, do you know how wide they tar and chip?
18.
18, okay. Yep, we weren't sure, and I'm sure we're wider than that now, just because we kind of extended the shoulders out a little bit, but we weren't sure if they would cover all that cold patch we put down or not quite.
Well,
Probably not quite.
probably not. Okay, what else we got? Resolution America 250 PA program, what's that?
Well, did you get, quotes on the heaters?
Oh, that was it.
No, if you're skipping, that's down there, but we need the heaters.
Oh, we're up there yet, okay. Well, I got,
Or journey now.
I got hold of 2 schoonovers, then I gotta come down and check it out.
Okay.
I didn't, what's that other one? What's the other? Oh, that located down there, just past, Jennings Road on the right.
Oh, S&B?
S&B. Are they still in business?
I guess, I think so.
I think,
Right.
yeah.
The S part of it.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause it won't be long.
Yeah. About 95 over there now.
Yeah.
It's hot. I guess it's better than being cold.
Okay, new business one, PA one call.
Yes, Mr. Danks, Gregory Danks, called and then sent a email following up, that every 811 thing that comes in needs some sort of response because we are listed having storm drains and culverts. So even though, there's none there or wherever it is, it still has where you have to have a response. So do you still want the emails to be sent to you, or do you want them sent to the guys so they can look at it and then they can sign off on them, or do you want them sent to the township email?
Well, did they be sent to them?
Mm-hmm. Yep, they have the iPad up and running, so
Yeah.
we can change.
Just change it to that then.
Okay.
When they were sending them through the fax, when the gas company, it was like 10 or 12 a day.
Really? So what's that? We just have to go out and mark if we have.
If you have anything, but we have nothing. And that's
So
what I tried
it's-
to tell the people, that we don't have anything.
Yeah.
They don't seem to.
Yeah, the storm drains and the culverts, if there's anywhere they need, then
Gotcha.
mark them. If it's all clear, then it's a response of 011 clear or 003 field marked. And you
Okay.
have a certain amount of time to get them done.
Which there's nothing to do. There is nothing other than to get on the computer
Just to mark
Yeah.
it.
and mark,
Mhm.
just mark that there's nothing.
Yeah. Yep.
You don't have to go look at anything because
Mhm.
there's nothing to
So
look
you
at.
basically just email them back and say,
All
Yeah.
clear.
all clear.
It will
That's
come
easy
up,
enough.
You
it
have
will
your
come
phone?
up, you open it up, and then there's a link in the email that
Gotcha.
you can choose whatever box.
Okay.
The iPad. You do it with the iPad?
Yeah, yep,
The response.
gotcha.
I know, because I send LTAP, just,
Yep.
I know you guys probably get them, but
Oh, yeah.
I send them just to see if you guys are interested.
Okay, we guess we covered that election board thing.
But yeah, I mean, it's asking to confirm that we have not received any resignation or death of an elected official since February 18th of 2025. Therefore, ballot contest for the general election remain unaffected. If a vacancy occurs before September 15th, 2025, I will report the vacancy to the election office as required by whatever that law is. But we have not had any official resignation.
In the Resolution of America, what's that program?
Bradford County Tourism sent 250 years next year for the anniversary of the United States and Pennsylvania's integral role in the event and the role of its people of the nation's past, present, and future. All they want is to say that we support whatever they're going to do. We don't have to do anything.
Henry Farley's leading it all.
What's that?
Henry Farley's leading all of it for Bradford County and putting together activities and working with other agencies. I think the last YouTube video I have up is an update from him for June.
Okay. Signature and officially recognize programs, projects, and events over the next several years by inspiring future leaders and then celebrating all Pennsylvanians' contributions to the nation over the last 250 years. You want to do it?
Think we oughta?
If it requires a signature, yes.
Okay,
If it requires
all right.
something else, I'll talk about that. This is just pledging our support to support whatever they're planning. So, make a motion to adopt it.
I will, I'll make it.
Second.
Carried.
That's fine, sir.
What's the rest of the correspondence we got?
Community planning and mapping, ordinance status. We just want to make sure that they have all of our ordinances on file. That we have no zoning, because we go for the county for that, correct? No planning commission, that's the county, correct?
Yeah.
We do not have our own subdivision, because we go to county for that. We do not have a solar ordinance,
No,
correct?
go to the county for that.
But we do have our own floodplain.
Or what?
Floodplain.
Yeah.
Okay, I was correct. So that's all they wanted to know about that.
Okay.
I don't want to say they probably knew that. And then got a nice letter saying that we should be responsible for maintaining the natural gas pipes that connect your business. and just that they went around, got the assessments that, people have gotten, permits for, the final subdivision and approvals for the Mennonite North, Street Church, and for Ted Owen and Justin Walker.
I'll be living in, the big house on Thad's farm.
Yeah, but I don't know who. There's been vehicles there.
I thought there was.
I don't know who it is. They said he fell off down the steps at Judson's a while ago.
Thad?
Broke his shoulder or something.
He had his, arm in a sling when he came down and got the permit
Well,
for.
them steps are.
Yeah.
Well, hell, they're
Yeah.
all, the concrete's all broke off, they're
Mhm.
rounded.
Yep.
Maybe they'll get them fixed now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it must have been recently, cause we put a new sign at the end of his road.
Oh, it's been a couple months ago, probably.
Okay, maybe he was healed then. Maybe we just put the sign up a couple months ago. I don't know. Time flies, but
Oh, that reminds me, I did get a phone call about the stop sign on Makepeace and Route 414.
What's the matter with it?
Loose,
Loose?
loose.
I'll have to check it out.
So I guess with all these subdivisions are all taken care of, aren't they?
Yep,
All assessments all done.
and the only two things that I have to think about, August 1st is the principal or the payment for the loan, which is the, what, $68,000? Whatever.
Yeah.
That. And then if we can take some of the impact funds and make a principal payment. So, because we have it's 15 years and we have everything that we need with the seal coating and the equipment's good. That
Yeah.
if we can use at least 75 or something like that from the impact to put a principal payment to.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then if we can do that next year, then we can cut it in half. And we have the 77,000, no. No, that's wrong. Not the breakable CD, that's the liquid fuel CD. The liquid fuel CD has the $77,168.
Breakable CDs, that the one?
Yeah, well, that's wrong. I
Oh,
got them mixed up.
oh,
The breakable CD is the impact.
okay.
That has the 146. I want to say that
So how much you wanna put on the principal?
I was thinking 75 because we have 161,370 and our tar and chipping is only going to be 72. So we're not taking everything, but
Mm-hmm.
we can pay for full patch and tar and chipping, and then, I mean, it doesn't have to be. That's just what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But anything that's left over after we pay for
Right, yeah.
that stuff, at least before December,
Okay,
to think about making a principal payment.
okay.
Because the interest kind of goes, but it's pretty much between $4,500 and $4,800 for the interest payments every month.
Yeah.
So I just send $5,000 and we put the extra on principal,
Okay.
because that's what the numbers in the budget was for,
Mm-hmm.
because I rounded. And it eats away the principal a little bit more, and
Makes a difference.
it does. You don't think it does,
I
but
try to do that with one bus loan.
You getting a new bus?
bi-weekly mortgage
We did get
payments.
And I got it 6th of June.
I mean, even if we do another payment of, you know,
You can pay any time, right?
yeah, as long as the, payment is made in August when it's supposed to be, then, yeah, you can put anything to principal at any time. And then, okay, back to the CDs. The liquid fuel CD is the 77,168.11. I want to say that that probably had the 437.80 interest on it. Because the breakable did not have, and that's the 146 or whatever we put in for citizens.
Oh, okay. We still got some of CNN?
Yes, we got liquid fuels, the
Okay.
77 in there.
Okay.
So to think about, to put, if we have any leftover liquid fuels monies, it's just gonna be tight. But to get it up to what our major equipment balance is, which is 95 or 98,000. So that can match. So if we do have to buy something, then we can take that money out of the CD. And it will match up to the major equipment.
Shouldn't have to buy that more. Still working in it.
It's still working, yep.
And portable air conditioner for the roller until I get it fixed.
Keep the, make
Stick your
sure
head out the
you
window.
keep it well greased and all the bolts tight.
Yep.
Almost forgot. I got this text message from Wilcox Masonry. It says pour 39 by 12 and 29 29 by 12 pavilion at Minnecaw Springs. Concrete to be 4,000 PSIs. Reinforced with concrete or with wire. Some finish, I don't know. Slip protection. Concrete will be pumped to the location to prevent tearing up the lawn from the concrete truck. The township will provide the stone equipment to assist at the park. 7,900.
And that's for
The 2 pavilions at the park.
both of them.
We should get a grant.
I don't know, who would you try to go through to get a grant?
Tourism?
It's not a destination anymore.
No, you could, oh shoot, what's that woman run? CBD,
CBD's,
The
Community-
community development.
yeah,
Community block grant or
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
but I don't know when you have to apply
I
it.
think it's too late for this year.
It's either June or July.
This,
Yeah.
he
Oh,
wrote
to
this.
apply for it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
There was
Oh.
something,
You know how to send this to your phone? I don't. You need it?
just take a picture of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But they have a lot of money to throw around.
Yeah. Burrow's looking into it for pool stuff.
Pool stuff, they're gonna fix it,
Well-
open it?
No, just
Park.
do something with the, you know.
And I think they looked into it for basketball. No, they didn't need it.
No,
Or at
because
least
they
they
got,
don't think
they got DEP grants for basketball court.
they did for the outhouse as
You
well.
figured it out?
They had
Yep.
to add more. So they got, I think,
that
30,000
little
Yeah.
triangle thing or
or
whatever.
15.
It's the share button.
Yeah, something like that.
Hit that and then you add your recipient,
Sunburn.
who you want to send it to. There was something that just came across about, that must be on the other one.
Well, Robin, companies came to our last COG meeting. Said that they were out to call her, they might ask some
Should probably at least be able to point in the right direction.
tourism money.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, wait a minute.
Leroy's looking at tourism to put a nice sign up on the township building. So, and they assume that's gonna get covered, so, you know, if there's any fun things like that the township's looking into, tourism's got the money for it.
Ah,
I think they had a banger year last year, so they've got
Yeah.
more room grant funds than
Well, she
usual.
said they kinda had to watch their money because got a couple motels kinda slow paying,
Mm,
but it is the law, so they gotta pay.
yeah. DCED,
Oh,
that's what it is, community development.
yeah. Well, here's some where like historical and archival record care grants to, we can apply and get to like put everything, preserving, arranging, describing historical records. Transportation fund. Senator Yaw's office. I signed up for one, but then I ended up I couldn't go. But they sent me a packet of things that are available, so I can look through that or contact them, see what we can do.
Troy got 20,000 for the community block grant for their
But
pavilion,
there was something that came across about grants too.
and Sarah got 60,000.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, because Kim was mentioning the playground equipment and the landscaping. The mulching and stuff around there,
Need to be remulched, does it?
Yeah.
what you were saying.
Is that
Where'd we get it before?
is that rubber stuff we got?
I
Or
don't know.
not?
I can't remember. I don't know if it came with the equipment, part of that package.
I don't think it's rubber down there.
I don't think so either.
You guys had this conversation a couple of months ago, right?
There's
People
grass
determined
burn.
it wasn't rubber, I think.
I think so. I think it's wood.
Would it have to be any special chips or?
You gotta be careful with chip and slippery stuff,
So you gotta mulch, right?
some kind of mulch.
Can't remember.
We're gonna take down 4 trees that are by the house. They're gonna chip all the branches, but that'd be all sticky.
Yeah.
Spruce.
Mm-hmm.
They getting bad, are they, or?
It's scary. They're up there about 60, 70 feet.
Do you have the agenda from last meeting?
Sometimes we get some horrendous winds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was wrong. So it was the 77, that was the liquid fuels CD that we took out of Citizens in Northern and put in for Citizens. So that's right. So we can't add to that until the term is up.
Must be that water she's drinking, smart water.
Cover the lens.
What?
Cover your lens. Thank you.
Now, you're gonna put it in the newspaper, right?
Rich Howard. Rich Howard.
Suggestion.
Rich Howard.
Oh, yeah, that's who bought it, yep. You know him, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Yep.
What'd you buy?
My, Peterbilt,
Oh,
yep, down Wyalusing Way somewhere.
Sugar Run.
Okay, yep. Yep. Yeah, he stopped. I was out doing something outside of the house one day and he was heading up to Zimmerman's to look at the tractor and he stopped in and,
He sold Zimmerman this old grain batch dryer.
okay, gotcha, yep. Yep, I knew he was heading up
I
that
guess he
way.
did buy a tractor, didn't he? Up there?
Yeah, maybe a big international maybe?
I think so.
I think so too. At least that day he stopped, I know that's what he said he was going to look at. But, yep. Yeah, I guess, he don't use it much more than me. I think he just hauls his grain around with it, but, yep.
Well, is there anything else, or we done?
That's all I got, unless you guys got something else.
So we're gonna look into a grant for the.
We oughta,
I'll contact the office and see what.
I'll call Robin.
So you only got two things to do this week. Call Robin and weed the garden.
Can't do that.
No?
If I get on the ground, I can't get up. I fall down.
No, that's not hard to do.
Heater quotes.
Oh, heater quotes. You got three things. to
Three
do.
things.
Yeah.
Heater quotes.
Yeah, S&D.
You gotta get on the ball with that because.
Is that in the paper? S&D. Or in the phone book?
I don't know.
I don't have cell service. They're on Facebook.
Yeah.
Schultz bought it from Fellows.
What's it called? This will be mechanical.
Mechanical, I think.
Oh, right there.
364-8330.
Yep.
Yep, that's what mine says too.
364 8330.
Might want to touch base with Opma again, or Adma, or however you say that, but, about
You came to my place. I came
how much markup of the
Right there.
quote that they already gave us.
10, 15 minutes and
Yeah.
sat out in the driveway for 45 minutes and they sent me a bill for an hour.
That don't seem right. But
Wow.
Okay, good.
Okay, I make a motion. Adjourn.
Second.